Coach, congratulations, man. This is a crazy game, crazy day. And I think everybody in the world is happy for you to get the win 23-20. What were your thoughts on the emotional roller coaster of this day?
Well, I thought it said a lot about Virginia Tech. Number one, our players, how they hung in there, and the coaching staff. Relentless, that's the word I use a lot, but we hung in there and things didn't look good, and then we came back and make a play, or would make a play and did what we had to do, played when the pressure's on. That says a lot. I told our kids, qualities that we showed there today are great qualities to have in life. You know, handle pressure, relentless, keep battling, and come out in the end. And I tell you what, our fans are amazing. We filled this place up today now. I appreciate them so much, and they treated me better the last couple of weeks than I deserve. But I tell you this, I'm very, very appreciative, and for them to support this program the way they have, I'm just amazed and very, very thankful. And but it was a great game. It was two good teams battling, and I think Virginia's a good team. They've had some tough losses, but they battled. They made some plays, and it was a great game. If you didn't care who won, it was a great game to watch. But I kind of cared who won, so it was a little nerve-wracking. But all in all, I think it said a lot about Virginia Tech and the football program and our fans and everything that goes into it.
Was this what you were expecting in the first half, a defensive struggle? I mean, all either team could muster was 2 field goals.
Yeah, I thought, I told our offensive staff during the week, I said, we're going to have to score some points. Those guys, they're playing well. Their quarterback's hot throwing the ball. They got some playmakers. They're going to score points. But I thought our defense did a tremendous job again, and hung in there and kept, they hit a couple plays on us, but all in all, we really played pretty well on defense, and then offensively made some plays when we need to. Kicking was big. A.J. Hughes was fantastic today, and Joey Sly.
3 field goals.
Wow. I mean, you're talking about when in games like this, it's going to get down to kicking. And Colton Taylor came in there and snapped for us, and perfect snaps all day long. I'm proud of him. And so we got a lot. We got a lot to celebrate going home on those buses.
No doubt about it. Another big play in the kicking game was the 4th and 16 play that they went for the fake punt.
Yeah.
They got about 14 out of their 16. That was huge in the game. You end up getting a field goal on the short field.
Yeah. We were doubling their headhunters and trying to get something going in the return game, and they saw that, and we were minus people in there. It was a good plan. The only thing, thank goodness they had 4th and 16, and I think they made about 14 and a half or 15, but we didn't, we knew we tried to keep some people in there and bring them out late, but they saw that too, and they did a good job of coaching. It was a good strategy. Just thank goodness is 16 yards they had to have.
Third downs, boy, it was hard to come by third downs on offense.
Yeah, you look at those stats, and sometimes you say, well, did Virginia Tech win? The third down situations there. But, we played when we had to. I mean, you look at those stats, and sometimes stats don't tell how much heart you got and how much determination and how much relentlessness you have. Those stats don't tell you that.
You kept coming from behind time after time, and then finally, when you had to have a score, a 5-minute, 7-second drive to get the field goal.
Absolutely.
Incredible.
And did some nice running, some nice blocking. We were giving up sacks early. I thought the offensive line came along and played better and gave us better protection. Stacy Searles, I think, has done a tremendous job with that offensive line. And we got some guys that have battled. We just, we've got some offensive linemen. That's the one area where we probably over the last few years haven't gotten enough offensive linemen, but and it shows up every once in a while. But we got guys in there, and some of them are very, very talented. And we got one more game to play, and they got a chance to get a little bit better.
Incredible, just an incredible atmosphere here today with our fans and whatnot, and You took another lick on the lip, I see.
Well, it's better than losing a tooth.
I was here the day you lost a tooth.
Yeah, I got. But I think this came in a celebration. I think this was Chuck Clark after he made the great interception and he whacked me. But I didn't mind a bit. And what a for that guy and what he's meant to this program, his leadership, and what a good person and character he is, and come up with a big play. Couldn't happen to a better guy.
And how about Adonis Alexander getting his 4th interception of the year?
Yeah, I tell you, that guy's got some talent, and we got keep working with him, and he's got a great future. You're talking about a corner that's got height, that can play the ball and athletic. He's got a great future.
How tough is Michael Brewer?
Oh my goodness, when I went out there and he was hurt, he said he got the wind knocked out of him, so that gave me some hope that would be okay. But I wasn't totally sure, and but yeah, he's a tough guy. He's what you want as your leader, tough mentally and physically. And he knows the game. He competes. He gets the ball where it needs to be. He's been tremendous for us.
How about Isaiah Ford? A tough first half, 1 catch, 8 yards. He ends up with a big game, 6 and 121, and got the big touchdown there late to set the record.
Yeah, he's big time. I'm telling you, that kid is big time, and he's got a bright future too. He played basketball in high school and actually was going to play in college, but I think he's in the right sport and big time player. I mean, and such a great kid, great mom. The family just fantastic, and glad to see good things happen to people like that. I mean, he always has a smile on his face, and when he makes those catches, he makes me smile.
You made a lot of people smile today dancing. Tell me about what's this new dance you called? The dab?
I have no clue.
The dab.
I tell you, I have no clue. I was.
At least you're honest.
Yeah. I was dancing a little bit for my grandkids yesterday, and I was kind of putting my hand up in front of my face the way you do these days. And then at the end, I smacked my face, and the kids loved it. When I did it in there, they thought I was serious. So I had to tell them, that's for my grandkids. That's what I do. No, that dancing. But we'll dance again. We got a bowl game. We may dance again if we can just get us one more win.
So much to be thankful for, and gosh, great job. What a career, and to have it go one more time and to get that final win over UVA.
Yeah. Well,
Doesn't get much better than this, Coach.
No, it doesn't. For me, how many people do you hang around 29 years in one place in this business? So I know how lucky I am, how fortunate I've been, and been around all these great Hokies and all these years, and we got one more.
Coach, congratulations. Go enjoy it, my man.
I'm going to. Thank you.
Right.